from the Coliseum on the campus of the University of Nebraska for the 2009 NSAA Volleyball Championships. And tonight in the Class B final, it's the Omaha Gross Cougars taking on the Northwest Vikings. Hello again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Kathy Wieskep. Glad you could join us tonight for the 5th of 6 state championship matches. This is in Class B, and a couple of teams, one that's been here before, another that's been trying desperately to get here over the last few years. Let's start with Omaha Gross, and they're really just thrilled to be in the state championship match.
They are definitely thrilled to be there. Pius has really been the juggernaut that has kind of prevented them. They've exercised that this year, and they are here for the finals. They've worked hard to get here, and they feel like we're here now. We're going to make things happen. 3 consecutive years, Pius knocked Omaha Gross out. For Northwest, the Vikings, they're really going to count on their big senior middle. Taylor Johnson, she has done a great job all year. She leads this team with kills. She had 292 kills. She also leads the team with 91 blocks. So she's a big foe up in the front. She's one that you got to keep your eye on. So the championship in Class B will match up the Gross Cougars and the Northwest Vikings. Let's take a look at the locale of these two teams. And of course, Omaha Gross, as you might expect, is in Omaha. They come in at 30-8 on the year. And Northwest at 33-5. They're located in Grand Island. So the Vikings and the Cougars getting set to do battle. Let's see how each team got to this championship match. And you see that Northwest knocked off Gretna and then beat Seward last night 3-1 at Pershing Auditorium. Omaha Gross got to the championship match with a win over Omaha Duchesne, and then knocked off Lincoln Pius in 3 straight last night. So it's Northwest and Gross doing battle. The third member of our broadcast crew tonight will be Amanda Gates. And Amanda, I know some of these players have been waiting around all day just to take this floor. Psychologically, they've been watching some teams play all day. What's it like to have to wait for this title match?
Well, I definitely think that you have to be able to compose yourself all day, so that adrenaline's going. It's nice to have an afternoon match, but that evening match you're watching all day. So they're going to have to come out strong, but not with too much energy.
So the teams are on the floor and they're ready to go in Class B. It's Omaha Gross, the Cougars, take on the Northwest Vikings, and it's all coming up next on NET Sports. Stay with us.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job with Nebraska Public Power District takes me to new heights, offers me challenging experiences. Like me, the utility cares about Nebraska. I go home at night knowing that what I do makes a difference. To put it simply, I am where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET Television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank, fulfilling their commitment to serve customers wherever they are on their terms, providing a full range of banking services at 57 branch offices and more than 100 ATMs located conveniently across Nebraska. Wherever you go, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, you'll find us.
Join the Sports Partners Club because sports partners like you make NET Sports Action possible.
NET coverage of the NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is brought to you in part by NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Time Warner Cable, inspiring young people to build the skills they need in science, technology, engineering, and math to become the problem solvers of tomorrow. And here's a good helpful tip for those friends and family that couldn't make it to tonight's game. You can watch all the volleyball coverage live on NET's website by logging on to netnebraska.org/sports and clicking on the live streaming link. So if you know friends and family who are outside of the state or overseas and would like to see tonight's matchup, give them a call. Let them know they can see it all through live streaming on our website at netnebraska.org/sports. Omaha Gross and the Northwest Vikings getting set to do battle. Gross comes in at 30-8 on the season. The Vikings at 33-5 overall as they get ready to take the floor. Well, let's recap what's gone on to this point in the day. It all started at 9:30 a.m. this morning with two tradition-rich powers, Columbus Scotus and Central Catholic battling, and boy, what a match that was. It went all the way to the fifth, and Scotus won it 15-12. Monica Boating had 17 kills, and Scotus defeats Grand Island Central Catholic for the first time this season. Central Catholic had knocked them off the previous 3 times. Then in Class D2, it was really Walbach knocking off Clay Center. In the first ever trip to the state tournament, the Titans of Greeley Walbach get double-digit kill effort from freshman Skylar Erickson, and they went on to win the state championship. Then in Class A, a hotly contested battle between Marion and Papillion La Vista South, and Marion, for the first time in 10 years, wins the state championship. And of course, the match that just finished not too long ago, it was David City Aquinas knocking off Sandy Creek in straight sets. Aquinas Catholic wins that school's first ever state championship in their first ever appearance in the title match. So almost time now for the introductions, and we get set to head down to the floor. Omaha Gross Cougars and the Northwest Vikings. Let's head down to our public address announcer for all of the introductions of the players. Public address announcer is Steve Lemon.
Tonight's Class B final matches the Cougars of Omaha Gross Catholic and the Northwest High School Vikings. And now to introduce the teams. First, the Omaha Gross Catholic Cougars. Number 1, Emily Wilson. Number 4, Shelby Molenczak. Number 5, Katie Zuha. Number 6, Caitlin Tomasek. Number 8, Emily Gira. Number 9, Nicole Gregory. Number 10, Mary Delich. Number 12, Kendall Crittenbrink. Number 14, Ellie Targi. And number 15, Megan Zimmerman. The assistant coaches are Casey Black, Liz Crowley, Chelsea Crump, Bill Schrader, and Nikki Bales. The head coach for the Cougars is Corin Schuster. Here are the Northwest High School Vikings. Number 2, Kayla Fayberg. Number 3, Amber Reedy. Number 4, Tori Weiland. Number 10, Haley McNeilis. Number 14, Emily Jones. Number 50, Tori Preisendorf. Number 16, Carney Keel. Number 17, Kaylee Buckman. Number 18, Michaela Schimmer. Number 19, Taylor Johnson. Number 20, Rachel Purdy. Number 21, Courtney Pattison. Number 25, Amelia Beeler. And number 30, Kyla Hebronic. The assistant coaches are Ann Purdy, Haley Lenz, and Lindsay Harders. The head coach of the Vikings is Diane Rose. The officials tonight are Ryan Ty and Jasa Poppleton. Let's play volleyball.
So we're ready to get underway here in Class B, the state championship battle between Omaha Gross and the Northwest Vikings. Gross with an easy time of it yesterday as they knocked off Seward, and Northwest maybe an even easier time against Pius X. Northwest in this state championship a year ago, going for their third state championship overall. They lost to Pius last year in the state title match, 3-0. And it's Northwest's third consecutive trip here to the state championship battle. For Corin Schuster and the Omaha Gross Cougars, 22nd overall trip to state. They've won a couple of titles in '99 and 2005. They were runner-up in '96, '01, and '06. Still a very young Northwest Vikings squad. A few seniors, but littered with sophomores. Schimmer's a sophomore, Keel's a sophomore, Reedy a junior, Fayberg a junior. A very talented and young Northwest Vikings squad.
And really, they lost all but one starter off of last year's team. So this is really a fresh team out here on the floor, but back again in the state championship match. I'm sure those players were on the bench watching, observing, learning from that experience. So they have experience, just not on court necessarily.
And for Northwest, the theme all season has kind of been a racehorse theme. Taylor Johnson, one of the dominant players for Northwest, her dad is a trainer, a horse trainer at Fauner Park, so they've had this theme about racehorsing.
Triple Crown theme, and They feel like right now they're at the Belmont Stakes. They won their conference, they won their district. This is the third part of that Triple Crown, and so that's been their theme. They've kind of focused for that and shot. That's kind of their goal all season.
Well, the Cougars come out strong and right away put it down. The kill by Nicole Gregory. Now back to serve Megan Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a junior, 5'9" setter. Pass goes outside. Here's Schimmer. Nice up by Gross. Push it outside. Right along the top of the tape again goes Gregory. And the kill goes to Northwest. All even at 1.
Michaela Schimmer, big swing on the backside, coming across, takes that hard angle, and gets the ball.
Gross wearing their black uniforms tonight. Of course, school colors are orange and blue. They have a little bit of orange around those numbers. Swing in the middle by Mary Delich, and Mary Delich gets the kill.
Just trying to make it difficult for us, two black teams.
Right. You see the kill there. So now serving Nicole Gregory. Set, pushed outside. There's swing from Taylor Johnson, and Taylor puts it down. 15 kills, 7 blocks in the semifinal win for Taylor Johnson.
So she is very comfortable here in this setting. So we're going to see a great match from her, I have a feeling.
They push it outside. That's the big swing of Emily Wilson.
Emily just really trying to get on top of that ball, takes it down a little bit sharp. But she's a powerful hitter, a junior outside hitter.
Outside again. And that time, Wilson delivers with a kill.
That's what she wanted. Got good extension, went right around the block. She also had a great semifinal match, 14 kills in that 3-game sweep against Pius.
Delich, the jump serve, kept alive. Free ball for Omaha Gross. Quick in the middle, block back.
Great vision. She saw that right away. As soon as it came up to her, she knew what she was going to do with it. Emily Bueller.
(4-3). Vikings on top. Vikings come in 33-5 overall. At state for the 18th time. Pushed outside. Boy, what a big swing by Emily Wilson.
Kaboom! That was at the feet, out 10-foot line. Here you can see it again. Just watch this. Wow, she got on top of that ball.
Now coming in to serve for Gross is Caitlin Tomasek. Tomasek, 5'6" junior libero. Set middle. A good swing and a kill by Carney Keel. Keel, just a sophomore, 5'9" middle for the Northwest Vikings.
But again, very aggressive, smart swing, cutting around the block. Good decisions.
On the slide, right powering through the block is Kendall Crittenbrink.
Kittenbrink really does a nice job getting up. She pops up off the floor on that slide as she comes around.
Here's Emily Wilson, 6'2" junior. And Gross with the point. Talk about Emily Wilson. She's being recruited by some of the top Division I teams in the nation. Wilson, a 6'2" junior outside hitter, has great ups. You saw her blast the one down inside that 10-foot line just minutes ago. And here's Carney Keel now back to serve. On the slide. Swing is long and no touch.
Great job by Kittenbrink as she comes around, but just doesn't get on top of the ball as that slide coming around. It's just really a timing thing. Hanging on, getting a good contact.
7-6, Vikings on top, still early. Nice kill, powered through by Nicole Gregory.
Big swing there. Gregory saw that they had the line available for her. Again, look at all that space she has to swing at.
And that serves wide by the Cougars. So Vikings with the point, up 8-7. Now back to serve for Northwest, Kayla Faber. One more time on the outside. She's been active early as Nicole Gregory. That's 3 kills early for Gregory.
Again, she's really reading. The line is open, and she's being able to execute. The defensive player is there. You can see that. But, again, she's hitting it so aggressively. She's getting the kill.
On the slide, Taylor Johnson, her second kill. Led the team in kills this year, 292. Also led the team in ace blocks, as Kathy told you off the top. She's being looked at by Creighton, potentially as a walk-on in Nebraska as well. Taylor Johnson, number 19 for Northwest. Outside, Beeler, block back.
Block very disciplined there, waited. Ball was set off the net, and the timing there is really critical. You wait, delay, delay, they wait, and then great seal.
In the middle, roll shot. Johnson pounds the overpass down.
She mixes it up, that nice tempo ball right in the center of the court. They pop it up right back in her hands, and boy, she finishes it off with a bang.
The 10-9 Vikings as they're just trading blows here early on in set number 1. Here's Wilson again, back line. Ooh, that looked
just misses that.
Long.
Very close there. She's going to that 6th zone, that middle back area of the court. The defenders are spread out wide in the corners. You can see the defense down the line and then across court. It's a great area.
On the slide, off the side of the block. And a kill for Gross. Mary Delich, her second kill. (11-10). Just trading side outs. Into the net goes Delich. There's a look at Corin Schuster. head coach of Omaha Gross. Schuster in her 5th year at the school. State champs back in 2005. They were district champs the last 4 years, 2005 through 9. That's all 5 years she's been the head coach. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Outside Wilson, sends it to the back and long. Vikings open up a 3-point lead.
Yeah, great pursuit defense, that never quit mentality, continue to pursue ball, but then the thing they did that was really great, they busted back and got into base position, gave them time to be in defense and make the play.
And another big kill. Gregory again, make it 4 now for Gregory.
From the back row here, they'll use her there. That's the thing, you're seeing a lot of teams feel comfortable using that 10-foot attack more frequently now. If they're in trouble, they just turn and take advantage of big swingers in the back row.
Off that block. Push to the outside. And over by Reedy. They're going to go to Wilson. Boy, nice up.
Great up there.
Brannick got it up.
Again, great defense. They're really doing a nice job digging to Emily Wilson.
Didn't get to Kendall Crittenbrink, though. Her 2nd kill.
Can't get everywhere, especially with strong hitters like that. Kendall Crittenbrink does a nice job coming in that quick transition. She's right up there, and Zimmerman hands it right to her.
Well, a good answer by the Cougars. The Vikings take that 3-point lead. They come back and score 2 more to make it 13-12. Good block there. The confusion on the set. They push the free ball over. And just tipped that and jabbed by Crittenbrink again, her 3rd of the first set.
Crittenbrink really comes past the ball. You can see she's got to reach back across her body just to get it in. Just an excellent job getting her hand on that ball.
And again in the middle. Keel, Carney Keel, the junior middle hitter, 5'10" with the kill.
Nice swing here. Here we get a chance to look at it. They bring her inside. That gives her an inside shot underneath the block.
Now into serve. Pushed outside Wilson. Just long again.
She's just missed the inner mark. About the last 3 swings from her. She's just catching inches on the outside of the line.
There's Kaylee Bachman now serving, 5'2" junior, defensive specialist for Northwest. Tipped over by Wilson. Kept alive. Back row swing. Gregory can't get that down. On a left-handed swing over there. Jones had been put down in the middle. Amber Reedy.
Here you get a chance to see that again. Just finding open areas of the court, looking where defense is, pushing it to gaps.
And Corinne Schuster wants a timeout. 16-13 Vikings on top. Well, it was 1 versus 2 last year in the Class B title game. Pius against Northwest, a rematch of the 07 state championship. Here's a flashback. Class B state championship. It's the 2-time defending champ Lincoln Pius Thunderbolts and the Northwest Vikings. On the line, 7 straight points. Block back. Swing is long, no touch. Set Pius.
Big, powerful swing, goes through the gap.
Ace, back line. Back corner, kill, Gayden. Set 2 goes to Pius. Quick in the middle. And the kill. Liz Bachman finishes it. Pius back to back state champs in Class B. And there's the coach, John Cook, here, along with Lizzie Stemke. Lizzie Stemke, the setter coach, assistant coach to John Cook, as they look on in this Class B championship game. Gross taking on Northwest. And the Vikings As you saw just now, losing last year to Pius, they are now in this title game for the 3rd consecutive year. And of course, Diane Rose would like nothing more than to take home a championship for these seniors who have been here 3 straight years.
Their last state champion was in 2003, so these players were junior high, young kids watching that. And so, as you said, they've been here, they've had a chance. This is their senior year for some of these kids. Seeing what happens. They want to win.
Tries the tip, comes up short. Cougars back to within 1. Back to serve now goes Emily Wilson. Wilson leads this team in kills, just over 300, and there's a service error. The Vikings back up by 2. Corin Schuster talked earlier about some of the season highlights for this Gross team. Beating Pius 3-0 both times, she says, was a highlight of her team. Staying #1 start to finish all year long, clearly a highlight. And being undefeated against every Class B team they faced.
Yeah, as you look at their season record, you see 8 losses. Well, if you look up and down their schedule, they've played they've played Papillion La Vista South, they've played Elkhorn, Omaha Marion, some teams out of state from Illinois, Wisconsin, lost 3 there in a tournament out of state, Bellevue East, Omaha Marion. I mean, they're playing some of the best teams, and they've had some great matches with those. So they've really had a schedule that's allowed them to be at their best, playing tough teams.
And when you consider they went to that Chicago tournament, one of the best tournaments in the nation for high school team volleyball, and that's where some of those losses come from. It's clear that in Class B, they've been the dominant team this year.
And if you're gonna play for this championship, you have to play a tough schedule. They definitely have that on their schedule for the season. That only prepares you. Those losses don't hurt you. You can learn. Those are ways where you could move forward, because you could get exposed, I guess, some of your weaknesses when you play super strong teams.
18-17 Vikings on top. Nicole Gregory with the swing, can't get it down. The other way, it's Amber Reedy with the kill. The Vikings up by 2.
Reedy takes a tough ball. It's pushed really far outside. She does a nice job getting on that ball and still making a strong shot.
(19-17) here in set #1. The tip hangs there. Kept up. Delich tried to give it a swing. Here's Reedy the other way, punches it across into the net. Called on Omaha Gross. Vikings coming out strong here in set #1, on top by 3. And a timeout called by Corin Schuster again. So it's 20-17. Vikings lead here in set #1. NET coverage of the 2009 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, committed to customer service through performance, products, and people. U.S. Bank, proud sponsor of the Nebraska School Activities Association, member FDIC. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, one less thing to worry about. And by Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. His future is bright. They're excited about their Vikings and Cougars. 2017. Getting set to serve now is Kayla Faber. 5'6" junior setter. On the slide. Reedy the other way. Kept up. Pushed wide. Gregory. Great dig. Vranic all over the place in the back row. Quick middle. Kept alive. Gregory again tries line. Vranic there again. Reedy punches it over. Outside, they're going to keep going to Gregory. Block is long.
Gregory again. Excited about that big kill. She worked the line, Northwest made an adjustment. That line was open earlier. They have moved the defender in that corner, and she's digging balls. Veronica's really getting them up. So she mixes it up. Gregory does a great job.
Good up. Really a young year in Class B. We talked about how young Northwest is, but you take a look at Gross, and they only have one player in their top 8 that's a senior. Back row, Wilson punches it over. Reedy kept up. Nice job.
Just great reactions defensively here.
On the slide. Johnson can't get it down. First outside. Reedy slaps it over. Gregory again. Kept up. Great defense by Gross.
We have a rally here.
Havranek gets it up. And tip back. Gregory, that'll send them to their feet.
Actually, the players are all leaning over a little bit, taking a big breath. That was a long rally. A great idea there by Shimmer to take an off-tempo ball to the middle. Just took it a little too much off.
On the slide, pounded right into the block and down.
Taylor Johnson coming around again on that slide. She's just so strong and powerful. Blast the blockers back.
21-19 now. Reedy with the serve. Here's Gregory. She is winding up and letting loose. The right idea. Right idea by Taylor Johnson. Terrific tip. Give her 4 kills here in the first set.
Taylor Johnson playing very smart. Again, coming around the slide, mixing things up.
On the back row, Wilson punches it over. Veronic is there again. Now 2 away for the Vikings. (23-19). Back row, Wilson. Right between the block goes Amelia Beeler. And Beeler with the kill. Vikings now set point number 1. Amber Reedy will serve for it. Into the antenna. It's called wide. Off of Omaha Gross, and the point goes to Northwest. Set point Northwest, and the Vikings have come out and taken set number 1, and Diana Rose has high fives all around for her players.
As she should. They had a great first match, great start.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local performing arts and arts education with projects like Adventure Lead and our annual Arts Immersion Project. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Around this time of the year, many of us begin reviewing our year-end giving plans. Through an NET charitable gift annuity, you can receive a steady income with strong interest rates, reap tax benefits, and create a legacy that builds a bridge from one generation of public television advocates to the next. Call me personally to learn more about NET charitable gift annuities.
NET sports coverage of the 2009 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is proudly brought to you in part by NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, generating electricity with a balanced mix of energy resources, including wind. Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Time Warner Cable, providing cable, internet, and digital phone service for your home or your business. So set number one goes the way of the Vikings, 25-19. Take a look at stats from set one.
Pretty even, both teams, as you look all the way down. Two blocks, though, for the gross side. They lead in that and as well as in the ace categories. But the defense, you can see the Vikings really digging balls that allows their offense to work for them.
Now, Northwest would like nothing more than to kind of throw back all the way to 2003 when they won a state championship and do it again here this year.
Definitely.
Northwest fans excited to be here and excited to take set number one. There's a look at Taylor Johnson, 6'1" senior middle for the Vikings. One of those points where the match, 25-19. Gross not used to trailing here. Off the block. Nice effort to keep that up by Emily Guerra. Reedy. Not easy. Gregory tried to cut it right down the line, but misses.
Kind of hit off her wrist. You can see she didn't get a full hand on that ball. You have really all the control.
(1-0) Vikings. Break in the middle and terminates. That's been effective for Mary Delich.
Great quick transition. Delich is in there, hand high, just beats the block. If they can just run that more often, as you said, it really frees up the outsides, keeps the blockers balanced and respecting each attacker in the front row.
Block back. Delich again right there with the block of Taylor Johnson. Delich, an impressive junior, 5'11" middle, good ups, couple of blocks, 3 kills here early in set number 2.
Very smooth as she moves out on the floor.
Chip try by Johnson's not there. Outside to Zuha, and Zuha. Oh, Katie Zuha with the kill.
You get a chance to see that again. She's off the net, does a nice job waiting for it, gets a strong gather. She gets up, goes after that ball.
2 hits, call on the Vikings. Now back to serve goes Nicole Gregory. Big first set for Gregory, 5 kills. She had 13 kills last night on that win over Pius. Just wide.
Very fortunate. The Gross defense had pulled into the court, and that ball just wide. Got to stay wide on that sideline and play forward into that ball. Then you can cover the whole court.
Off the top of the net goes Gregory. Now pushed outside to Reedy. Here's Wilson. Off the side of the block, kept up.
Great defense.
Kick in the middle. Delich again. 4 kills by Mary Delich.
That quick transition has really been very effective. They're really beating the block. Delich is right up there. Just nice transition by Gross.
So the Cougars jump out to a quick 6-1 lead. Diane Rose will take a timeout and talk it over with her Northwest Vikings. I'll be sure to join us on Wednesday night for more Husker volleyball, all right here on NET Sports, as we cover the Baylor and Nebraska volleyball match at 7 Central on NET1. You can catch it in high definition on NET-HD. Plus, you can visit netnebraska.org/sports for special video features on the Husker players and coaches. If you haven't checked out our new Husker volleyball site, be sure to get on there and check it out at netnebraska.org/sports. NET Television is Nebraska's home for sports. Baylor will come into Lincoln a ranked team, and those two will be ready. Lizzie Stimke, Nebraska center coach, John Cook, Nebraska head coach. Coming off a big win on Friday night. This is Saturday night. Big win on Friday night over Texas A&M. Aggies had knocked off Nebraska in College Station. Huskers return the favor, but sweep them here on the floor. Finally, Taylor Johnson gets going again. Nice, quick set, good pace. 5th kill for Johnson.
And that's what the Vikings need. Here you can see again, up big, reads the block.
Reedy with the serve into the net. A 7-2. Omaha Gross Cougars on top. Outside to Wilson. Wilson powers right into that block, and it falls down on the Vikings side of the net for a point.
You really have to be up and solid as you go up against Emily Wilson. She's just big swing. You got to be solid and ready.
And an ace.
Delich again doing it now. She's rotating to the back row, finding a way to make big impact. Ace serve right there for her. 24 on the season, so she adds a few more here as they're in the state championship.
2 hits called on Taylor Johnson, so the Cougars have come out strong here in set number 2. They're on top 10-2. Tell you about some of the highlights for Omaha Gross Catholic. We're talking with Diane Rose about some of the highlights for her team this year. The Viking invite, they beat Omaha Scott and Columbus SCOTUS, so those were both big wins for this Viking program. They won the conference championship over a then undefeated Seward Blue Jay team. Of course, Seward ended up making the finals of the Class B state championships. A very tough 5-set win over Lincoln Pius at home. Another one of the highlights. And then, of course, making the state championship here today. Another one of those memorable moments of 2009 for Diane Rose and her Grand Island Northwest squad.
And really, she feels this team has become a much smarter team as the season has gone on. They've learned about being more strategic in their shot selection and their decision-making out on the court. Those are great things to see in kids as they grow and develop, and your players out there, again, making smart decisions and thinking for themselves. And you got to do that in volleyball. There's so many reactions. You can't prepare for everything. They've got to have an understanding, and she feels like this team is really very intelligent in what they do out on the floor.
And part of that growth comes from, as you said earlier, they lost 5 seniors off of that team last year that made it here to the state tournament and to the state championship match. 5 seniors are gone, including her daughter, Jenna Rose, who is a terrific setter for her. And a big setter at 6'1".
Yes.
Good kill in the middle, nice swing, and Crittenbrink again, her 4th kill of the match. The Cougars out on top 14-3, so her daughter one of those 5 seniors, so she's taken a team that a lot of inexperience early on and really coached them into a state championship match.
And that's one thing, as players are on the bench, it's a great opportunity for them to learn by observing. If you're sitting there, if you have that mentality, and I'm sure coach is saying, next year it's going to be you guys. So when we're here, I want you to watch these things and see those things. so you don't have to catch up. You already have experienced it just from the sideline, and sometimes it's a better view from that position.
Once again, Diane Rose wants a timeout. The Cougars in command here, up by 12. NET sports coverage of the 2009 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is brought to you by these proud sponsors: NPPD, Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Time Warner Cable, providing coverage of local high school sporting events and activities on Nebraska On Demand, Channel 101. Well, if you're Diane Rose and talking to her Northwest Vikings down by 12 in set number 2, it's one of those, you got to tell your team, you just got to believe it. You know, it's almost like one of those Stuart Smalley moments. You're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, you can do this.
So come on, believe.
That's right.
That's a key word here. And if nothing else, if you can't come back and pull through, it gets you back on track. If you just keep working, you're going to work through this little rough spot, get yourself going. So if we do, after this one gets completed, we're ready to roll.
Into the net. 16-3 now.
And Gross looking very sharp here in set number 2. They've come out as well as the Vikings played in set number 1. Gross is playing very well right now, really in control, making things happen.
Another service error by the Cougars. Now back to serve in the match for the Vikings. It's Rachel Purdy. Purdy, 5'5" senior setter. Good pass by Gregory. On the 2-ball, got it down right on the line.
Great job by Zimmerman to find that. The ball was tight right at the top of the tape. She gives a little flick just on the line.
Right on top of the line by Zimmerman. And now into serve. Moving back to service. That's swung wide.
Didn't get a good clean hand on that ball. Lift is so important when you're doing a jump serve, that you're consistent in that lift, getting up in the same spot so you can be aggressive, get that hand on that ball cleanly.
Zimmerman sets behind her. Kept alive off a good swing by Crittenbrink. Gross will give him a free ball. See what Northwest does with it. Back to the lefty. And blocked back. Gregory there to shut it down.
Gregory and Crittenbrink right there to stop at the tape. Again, they're playing very solid, very organized.
Well, at some point you understand the set is out of reach. We're still on top 1-0. After this set, it's going to be 1-1. But you still have to be concerned in the manner in which this game is being won by Omaha Gross. They are just dominating it defensively, offensively, at the net.
You know, they're passing the ball, giving Zimmerman all kinds of options up there. That's critical. Serve and pass, we've talked about. That is so important for you to get your be in system, be able to run fast tempo balls, just like we saw right there. Delich comes up with another quick attack.
Mary Delich again. (19-6). Outside, block back.
Huge block there by Gross.
So 20-6.
Great serve, ace serve here again, just popping it over the net. Zimmerman, the net, she gets the net roll.
21-6 Cougars. Completely out of system right now for Northwest. They are really struggling to stay in system.
And just even are not getting attack off when they are out of system. I mean, there's opportunities for that to occur. They're not making it happen.
22-6. Pushed over. Back to the lefty. Jones couldn't get it down. Back line, Gregory again.
And she's just having fun out there. Again, I just love to see that energy, that enthusiasm out on the floor. She just feeds her team with that motivation.
23-6. 24 now to 6. Gross just dominating here in set number 2 after Northwest took the first 25-19. On the slide, Johnson off the top of the block.
Johnson gets the kill here, but it wasn't a tempo that they like. It was kind of slow and developing there. She still makes a strong play off of it, but again, they like to increase that tempo.
Set point again for the Gross Cougars. Quick middle. Delich. Mary Delich puts it down, 25-7. Gross Cougars all over the Northwest Vikings. Well, the most lopsided set of the state tournament, and the Cougars win it over the Vikings, 25-7. We're now all even at a set apiece.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
Hey, college doesn't just happen. You have to push yourself as you go through high school. Don't be afraid to take hard classes like Algebra 2, Biology, and a foreign language. They can help you get a better score on the ACT and prepare you for college. Now, I was no brainiac in high school, but I took the tough classes and I passed. So push yourself over to the counselor's office and sign up for them. They might not be easy, but you'll be glad you did.
Along with my partner, Adrian Fiala, I'm Kevin Kugler, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Kansas-Nebraska game with sports writer and Husker historian Mike Babcock.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Worried about the H1N1 flu? Here's what you need to know. The illness can cause fever, cough, sore throat, tiredness, aches, chills, and a stuffy nose. If you have a fever of 100.4 degrees, plus a cough or a sore throat, stay home. If you have a high-risk medical condition, call your doctor. H1N1 flu spreads when a sick person coughs or sneezes. Stay away from people who appear ill, wash your hands frequently, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Know what to do about the flu. For more information, visit dhhs.ne.gov.
NET coverage of the 2009 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, committed to customer service through performance, products, and people. U.S. Bank, proud sponsor of the Nebraska School Activities Association, member FDIC. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, one less thing to worry about. And by Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Back at the Coliseum in Lincoln, Nebraska, all even at one set apiece, the Vikings and the Cougars. Let's take a look at stats from set numbers 1 and 2.
As you can see, the kills have definitely gone and swung to the Cougars side. They had a great second set, played very well offensively, obviously, the assist go along with that. Defense pretty even, both teams pursuing balls, service aces and blocks also going to Gross. Really, everything has swung now to the Gross side of the ledger.
So underway now in set number 3. See if Northwest can get back on it, and they do right away. Score 1/7 of the amount of points they did in the entire third set.
Coach Rose really having to say, you know, done, over, next play, we've got to move on. Big thing is we start out, it's new, it's fresh. And 0-0 really, as we're even one apiece.
Tried to take it over on 2. Free ball for Gross. Good pass to Zimmerman. A little tight for Delich, and Delich into the net.
Zimmerman really trying to push that, take it back. It's a hair tight, I thought, and made it difficult for Delich to get to it. She really does a nice job attempting.
Oh, early on, Vikings on top 2-0. Zimmerman, no choice but to send that over on 2. Pass a little tight to the net for her. Free ball for Northwest. Taylor Johnson, a little off pace right between the block, and they're on top 3-0.
And that's what made the difference, the different tempos, speed of the ball. If you're mixing up tempos as well as zones that you're hitting to, you're going to keep the defense off balance.
And now the pass well off, set off as well, a little miscommunication.
Yep, Gregory was coming in for an inside ball. Zimmerman sending her outside. Doesn't work so well.
Saw Diane Rose chuckling and saying, is this the same team that was out there just a second ago?
You know, it's whatever team really kind of gets on a roll. We've seen here, Vikings had a first set. Cougars come out second set. Vikings are starting out pretty strong right now.
5-0 Vikings. Corey Schuster wondering the same thing. Is this the team that just played in that last set? And Schuster up off her chair, sat back down.
And kind of their team motto this year, we talked about the Vikings had the Triple Crown theme. Really for the Omaha Gross squad, they had a theme of their own. It was BCR, standing for breathe, then commit to what you're doing, and then be relentless. So you give it all you got. So make a strong decision. You got to relax, make a strong decision, and then go for it with everything you got. I like it.
(6-1) Vikings. Set goes to Johnson. That's blocked back. Cougars with 2 straight.
Gregory and Delich right there to meet her at the net. Weren't fooled at all as she came around then on this slide. Both of them there. You can see work very well together in synchronized fashion.
Outside, swing into the net by Schimmer. Schimmer then rolls it over, and Schimmer with the kill. Nice job by the sophomore, Michaela Schimmer.
Great adjustment. First swing didn't go. Here, I'll give you another type of ball. Intelligence out on the floor, strategic swinging.
Zimmer leaves it for Gregory. Good dig by Fabor. Right on that back line.
Again, Vikings playing very well. Right there, Emily Beeler likes it.
So Delich with the kill there to make it 8-3. Mary Delich now with 6 kills in the match. Here's Johnson, tries that back line, kept alive. And what a shot! The old over-the-head kill. It works every time.
Everybody kind of shifts from a defensive ball positioning to what's called free ball. You get off, it's a freebie. They were kind of halfway in between. They didn't fully commit getting off. If you're off, you got that covered. And those are killers. Your team's going, oh, why didn't we do that? That was an easy.
Gregory serves. In the middle, pushed by Taylor, blocked back, Delich there.
Taylor really trapped in that situation. Delich was right there on top of the ball. Not much that she could do.
And an ace. Gregory with an ace, and back come the Cougars.
Little energy flowing over on the Cougar side now. Gregory right in the middle of it. She's got a lot of passion and a lot of energy out on the court.
Remember Reedy back in the match for Northwest. Pushed across. Good pump set, and Wilson finds a way to get it across. Beeler, nothing there. Set outside Wilson again, tries deep corner, not there. Behind her.
Zimmerman, big dig there too.
Pushed outside, Beeler again, right between the block. Amelia Beeler with another kill. Beeler with 4 kills here.
Just kind of sneaking him up, playing very strong here in this series. She sneaks it in between the blocker's hands, just quick shot.
I'll have Vranic to serve. Boy, great wrist away. She was going one way, hit it back the other way, and another kill for Delic. She's at 7.
And watch that set. Did you see that set by Zimmerman? Really set, rotates the body, keeps herself out of the net.
Outside Wilson. Not there. Big swing by Shimmer. And Shimmer again, now with 5 kills for Michaela Shimmer. And she'll go to the bench, and in comes Rachel Purdy.
Big 6-foot right side attacker. She really gets up on top of the ball.
The Vikings up by 3 at 10-7. Led 6-0 at one point. In the middle, put down, Kendall Crittenbrink.
Crittenbrink played very well through set number 1. Very aggressive up in that, real effective, kind of got quiet. Here's a nice big swing from her again.
Caitlin Tomasek, the 5'6" junior libero, now to serve for the Gross Cougars. A tough serve right on that line. They go the other way, the lefty Jones, and Jones is long. Now 10-9. Gross has come all the way back to pull it within 1. Good quick in the middle. Swing long, no touch. Right between the block, no touch. Good decision to duck out of the way, and it went about 3 feet long.
When you're in the right position in defense, you can make those choices, those decisions, because you know where you're at, and it's easier to make that call.
Jones pushes it over, kept alive. Boy, what a swing off of the up. Zimmerman barely got it up, and unloaded did Crittenbrink for her 6th kill of the match.
She stays off the net. She opens up and gives herself room to make that strong step close. Gets good elevation to make a strong swing.
Block back.
Crittenbrink again.
On the quick in the middle, Crittenbrink puts it down. Zimmer with a nice set.
Just really feeding Crittenbrink right now. She's playing very well. You got to go to the hot hand. That's your go-to girls, whoever's hot.
So the Cougars on top, 12-10. Here in set number 3, it's all even at 1 set apiece. And now a quick message on the H1N1 virus.
Worried about the H1N1 flu? Here's what you need to know. The illness can cause fever, cough, sore throat, tiredness, aches, chills, and a stuffy nose. If you have a fever of 100.4 degrees, plus a cough or a sore throat, stay home. If you have a high-risk medical condition, call your doctor. H1N1 flu spreads when a sick person coughs or sneezes. Stay away from people who appear ill, wash your hands frequently, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Know what to do about the flu. For more information, visit dhhs.ne.gov.
So back at the Nebraska Coliseum, Gross on top, 12-10. They've outscored Northwest 12-4 since being down 6-0. Diane Rose wanted a timeout. Try to slow this Cougar squad down. We go right to the middle. Good coverage. Zimmerman sets outside. Wilson, nobody there, and she pounded that.
Unloads, I could tell the blockers went with committed to the middle, and she had nobody in front of her.
One of those lookout moments. You just saw it coming. Nobody in front of her.
10-foot pounding.
On the slide, Brock. Wilson was there. Zimmer tried the quick. Little miscommunication. Kept up. Very smartly kept it up. That's a tip and a point for Gross, and Gross is on a roll.
They've really started out sluggish, but since they've got that ball back in their possession, they've really creeped in and are playing very strong right now. You can see they're communicating out on the floor. Really in sync, really focused.
And that was a great run on the serve by Kayla Faber.
Gregory, I believe, was.
It was, you're right. On the slide. And the swing from that left side. Wilson again.
Emily Wilson got a nice contact on that ball, reaching high, going right over the top. Big smile for her as she goes back to the server's corner.
So let's see if she can have the same luck that Caitlin Tomasek did. Tomasek rattled off 5 straight. Off the top of the tape, Reedy tried the line. Gregory pounds that one home, her 6th kill as well.
Gregory just full of energy. She's in the back row, she serves tough. She rotates here to the front row. First swing, big kill.
Out of the slide, off the top of the block. Zimmerman sets back row. Wilson again. She's beginning to warm up. Slow first couple of sets, but she's had 3 in a row.
They're giving her balls in position for her to really drive to them. When she can drive to the ball, watch out.
17-11 Cougars after trailing 6-0. A 17-5 run the Cougars are in the middle of.
Again, a little miscommunication between Zimmerman and her middle, Crittenbrink.
Good up by Wilson. Back to Gregory, who pushes. Back row attack called on Gregory. So Gregory was playing in the back row, went above the net to attack the ball, called a back row attack.
So she can swing all she wants behind that 10-foot line, but once she crosses that line, she's got to stay below.
Crittenbrink kept alive.
Great defensive pursuit.
Crittenbrink with the kill.
Brings it back across her body, swings across to that right side setter. They got to make sure they stay there. That defense of the Vikings is really pulled in. You can see that whole sideline free.
And the ace, Crittenbrink. Diane Rose wants another timeout. The Cougars are cruising. 19-5 run now. A 19-6 run. Oh, there's Corin Schuster. There's some trivia. Which Class B semifinalist has made the state tournament every year since '95? And how many titles has that team won? So among this year's state semifinalists, we'll have the answer a bit later. Every year since '95, they've made the state tournament. How many titles have they won during that time? Got an idea?
I kind of do. I think I do.
Well, you can't look in your book.
I was just going to grab my book.
I saw you grab it.
Is that cheating?
Yeah, it is. Not an open book test.
Oh, I thought I could use my note.
You sound like you've heard that before.
Oh, you hear it all.
Crittenbrink with the big serve. On the slide, Taylor's wide. Taylor Johnson trying to get untracked. 2012 now. Omaha Gross. Again, tries to go line and swings wide.
Good idea. Zimmerman trying to just sneak it over the net as the ball came right back up. Just was below the tape.
Outside Gregory. Off the hand of Schimmerer and out. Another point for the Cougars. They're now 3 away from going on top 2-1 in dominating fashion.
Definitely have come back and played very solid. And again, even a slow, sluggish start here. But after that, they kind of shook it off and have played very well.
In the middle, quick, and another kill by Delich. 7 on the night from Mary Delich.
That quick transition, Delich is right there. She's got a great connection between her and Zimmerman. And it's really been very effective. Schimmer off the net, does a nice job, takes the ball in underneath the blocker's hands. She was second on the team this year in kills with 206, so very involved in the offense.
Serve is long, Cougars a point away. So it'll be Gregory, Nicole Gregory going back to the service line for the Gross Cougars. Set point at 24-14. Cougars looking for a 2-1 advantage. Not just yet, says Michaela Schimmer, her 7th kill of the match.
Schimmer, 2 big swings here, trying to keep her team going. And that's exactly what she just said to her teams. Come on, keep it going, keep it going.
Kayla Havranek now to serve, still set point in the middle. Right on the line, great swing and another kill by Mary Delich. She has 9 now in the match, and Omaha Gross has taken a 2-1 lead over the Northwest Vikings, and the last 2 games have been completely dominated by Omaha Gross. 25-7, 25-15 in the third. The fourth is just around the corner. Stay with us. Omaha Gross in control.
Go online, find additional recipes, read family stories, and watch extended video segments. Celebrate with us the culinary heritage of Nebraska at netnebraska.org/recipebox.
Hello, I'm Ron Hull. If you've been watching NAT for the past 50 years or so, you and I grew up together, and we got older. We've all heard the expression, having our life flash before our eyes. Well, thanks to a lifelong career in television and the magic of videotape, that experience happens to me quite often. But from my point of view, it's more fun to roll it backwards. I have always believed in the power of this medium and its potential to enrich, educate, and entertain you and your children, and your grandchildren. NET exists because the citizens of Nebraska saw the need for a public broadcasting network that serves the entire state. I've been honored to play a part in making that a reality. And I'm asking you now to join me in supporting the Inspire Nebraska campaign. Together, we can inspire Nebraska.
And we owe everything to these soldiers and our old men, but they were young and dashing.
So he does the only thing he can think of. He asked the townspeople of Neely to treat White Buffalo Girl, his daughter, as though she were one of theirs.
Nebraska Stories, showcasing our state and the people who call themselves Nebraskans.
Well, the last couple have been all Omaha Gross. 25-7 in the second, 25-15 in the third, and Gross on top of Northwest 2-1. Let's take a look at how they did at the stats through 3.
Again, Gross just keeps widening the gap. They're being much aggressive at the net. They've really played strong in the last 2 sets. 38-22 on the kills, and look down on the blocks, 7-2. Again, big discrepancy there. And both teams, you can see, pretty even on defense.
All right, here's our trivia question. Which Class B semifinalist has made the state tournament every year since '95, and how many titles have they won? I'm going to go with Pius X.
That's my vote, too.
And since '95, they have won 6 titles.
That's what I'm saying. Oh. Way to go, partner. I was with you. I wanted to guess.
Lincoln Pius, of course, winning 3 straight. I believe it was '95, 6, and 7. And then they did the same thing, just coming off 3 consecutive. It's a young Pius team this year. A lot of sophomores out in the forefront. A couple of injuries early, but you take a look at what's coming back in Class B in terms of youth. Pius is very young and going to be very good again. Both of these teams, the core of both of these teams return next year. And don't be surprised to see both of these teams right back in the same spot next year, because they're young and they've got talent. On the overpass, put down by Delich again, and that's now 10 kills for Mary Delich. Cougars come out, pick up right where they left off. If you take away that 6-0 run that the Vikings have had, they've been outscored 50-16 in the last 2 sets.
Wow.
We knew Omaha Gross, very talented team.
And again, their big thing is we just let us get there. They couldn't get past Pius the previous 3 trips down here. This year they made that, and they're determined. We are in the finals. We got ourselves here. We are winning this championship match. Just give us the shot. We're going to take it. They played very well.
And of course, Corin Schuster, a young coach. She's only been at Gross for 5 years, but what she's done in those 5 years has been very impressive.
And she's had some great players here. Delich, doing a great job. Mary is in there. She's quick. She's a junior, playing, like very strong here this evening.
Off the block and down.
Schimmer, big block. Michaela Schimmer on that right side. They feel like she's a strong block. They really like having her on the right side because she is such a good blocker against the opponent's left big hitters.
And the kill once again, right in the middle. Mary Delich making 11.
She's just been very consistent today. She's in quick transition. She's just making things happen.
4-2, Cougars now 4-3. And you take a look at the numbers for Mary Delich during the year. 226 total kills, so she's 3rd on the team in kills and leading them right now. She's just had a dominant performance from that middle, but sometimes the middles are working, things are going, and you continue to go to win. Delich has really delivered.
And depending on the matchup, I mean, big swings by Emily Wilson on the outside really free up the middles too, because the blockers are trying to get out hard out to the outside, slow her down. They saw when there's no block, it is trouble. That 10-foot pounding they've seen a couple times. So that really frees up the middle. And anytime you have a balanced attack, it gives everybody an advantage to be a little bit more effective.
We saw a lot of Gregory early, then Delich really took over. Crittenbrink has been powerful at points, and now you're starting to see Emily Wilson come back into it. It's almost like they have to pick their poison.
Right, and again, you go to who's hot, and if the other team adjusts, you know you've got somebody else out in a different position, it can get the job done too. And that's such a great feeling as a setter to know that you have so many options that you can just count on.
Rachel Purdy to serve. 5-4 Cougars. Zimmerman, quick set, block back. Wilson again, just long. Good decision to get out of the way late by Kayla Vranick. On the slide, Crittenbrink can't get it down.
Yes, she
but
can.
She does get the kill. There's Corin Schuster. Gross on top 6-5 now here in set number 4. On top 2-1. He hustles over to get to that set, and that swing is long, and another point for the Cougars. On the slide, into the net. Northwest called into the net, so another point for the Cougars. When you have a team like Gross Catholic that's that talented, it's tough to just give away points.
Definitely, and you got to earn every one of them. And that's, you know, and Gross has been doing that. You know, on their side, they've been working very hard. We talk about being very diversified. They are following their kind of mantra. They're really committing to playing with that relentless mentality.
Good kill there by Carney Keel, the junior for Northwest. Overpass, Keel and Zimmerman there battling for it. Crittenbrink puts a hand on it, and Crittenbrink gets a kill.
Nice job there by Crittenbrink to just be aggressive. Popped right up to her, and she said, that looks like a great set, I'll take it. Big swing.
So now 9-6 Cougars, just long by Crittenbrink. Set number 4, Cougars on top 2-1 over Northwest. Northwest really came out on fire. Looked great in that first set. Beat Gross 25-19, and since then, and certainly in sets number 2 and 3, it was all Gross. And Northwest putting a bit more of a fight here in set number 4, down just 9-8. Tip in the middle, Delich again, no, it's kept up. Great pancake, no, they're gonna call a lift. I think they called the lift on the second hit, not the first. The pancake looked good. Second hit, a lift was called, so the Cougars with the point. Outside, Taylor Johnson. Good swing by Taylor Johnson, she gets a kill. Johnson still weighing her college options. Among those, walking on, accepting a scholarship maybe to, she said UNK is what she was talking. Creighton, offered a scholarship at Creighton. Off the top of the block. Johnson again, roll shot, good idea, but good coverage also. Guerrero was there again.
Gregory, again, she's just so explosive up in the net. Again, I love her passion out on the floor. She's just a fun player to watch.
Big swing by Schimmer. Michaela Schimmer with the kill. That's 8 for her in the match.
She's second, ended the season prior to postseason with 206 kills. She also can get things done.
Swing just long. One of the few errors we've seen from Mary Delich.
Again, they bring around on that slide. She doesn't run that as often. Again, not quite as consistent there, but she's done a tremendous job today.
Pushed outside to Wilson off the block, and Wilson with another kill. That's 8 for Wilson.
Here you can see again, Wilson just high hand, she works the block, but it's just the balance, you know, across the net on this Gross squad.
Big block in the middle by Crittenbrink.
Great up, just to save that by Taylor Johnson.
Zimmerman goes to Crittenbrink on the slide. Bayboard gets it up. Johnson in the middle. Johnson, back line. Everyone on the bench of Omaha Gross was off the chair. Every player on Gross was jumping up and down. And the Lion judge said, I'm sorry, it's still in.
My call stands.
There's Emily Wilson again, 9 kills. Listen to the distribution of kills here by Omaha Gross. Wilson, and these all, of course, unofficially. Wilson with her 9th right there. Nicole Gregory has 8. Delich has 11. Kendall Crittenbrink has 8. So they've gone to just about everybody.
Pretty much everybody's involved and in the action. And that's what you like to see, you know, the balance and everybody involved. And again, the roles are distributed evenly. Makes your team better.
Crittenbrink blocked back.
Great cover of her own swing.
Wilson tried to give him a free ball, but instead gave him a point. Lifted it right out. 13 even, and as poorly as they probably felt they played in sets number 2 and 3, Diane Rose might just look up right now and say, you know what, we're at 13 all in set 4. We win this, and it goes to a race to 15. Got to feel pretty good about that after sets 2 and 3.
You bet. You know, her team didn't quit. You know, and they're in here, they're getting back, and if they win this one, the momentum definitely has to be in their favor. They're feeling confident, they're playing much stronger here. They can take that into that 5th. Like you said, it's a race. And but their theme is Triple Crown. They're ready to get out of the gate and get after it.
14 all. Wilson to serve. And a swing and a kill by Kiel. Vikings back on top.
Here you get a chance to look at that again. Kiel just using the block to her advantage. Getting the offense going. That's really going to be important right here to make this surge.
Pushed outside.
Great response from Dig.
Terrific hustle by Northwest. Outside, Gregory right down the line. What a shot by Gregory.
Beautiful line shot. She buries it and lands it right on that line. Here you go, get a look at this.
Landed right on the line. Gregory with 9 kills, make it 10 kills now in the match. Outside to her again. That time blocked back. Kiel back line.
Got a little flat on the back of the ball, but it dropped soon enough. Kept it in that court.
Outside, another line shot again. Gregory using that line well. The block's pulling inside. She's got the lane and using it.
And the defense is in. They had moved the defense out. You can see the player flying to that sideline. Too late.
Good look right there by our camera crew. Off the touch and down. Side out, back and forth since 13. Point, side out, point, side out. They're all even at 13, and now the Vikings at 17-16. Northwest trying to break that pattern right here. Gregory sends it long, and they do. So now a 2-point advantage, and Corinne Schuster will take a timeout, and her Gross Cougars will talk it over. A Big Red Wrap-Up returns each week as the only live viewer call-in Husker sports program in Nebraska. Big Red Wrap-Up delivers weekly analysis and highlights of Husker football games, plus recruiting highlights and recruiting insights. Special guests. Join Kevin Kugler and Adrian Fiala for Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday nights at 7 Central. It repeats on Thursday nights at 10 Central on NET1 and NET HD. Always a quality show, and how about those Huskers today? I assume that means it went well, because I'm going to be frank with you.
Look at those two.
I've made sure nobody tells me what the score of the game is. I'm going home tonight. I've DVR'd it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
He's made a commitment to, after this to watch it.
The crew has been messing with me for 3 straight games now, matches. How about that game? 18-17 Northwest. Push to the back and in. Johnson, what a shot.
Finding the corner, finding ways to get it done. That's a 2-point gap here. We're right at 19, pushing that 20-point mark.
When Schuster got her team together in the huddle, she said, right now, this is the time to focus. It doesn't go to 5 right now. And Northwest has responded to the challenge. Wilson pounds that away right off the hand of Shimmer. They're giving them the line on this left side almost every time. If Wilson can hit it, Gregory can hit it, that line shot is there.
So they're making you make that shot.
Off the block and out.
Shimmer, great use there. Big block in front. Here you get a chance to see again. Wilson's there. This is okay. I'll use you.
Good pass on the slide right to Wilson.
Beautiful.
Boy, great run there and a nice decision by Zimmerman to feed Wilson.
Different play there. They pulled in Wilson. So she's hitting that 3-seam, pulled the quick in the middle. Walkers really weren't able to keep up with them all. Too many fast transitions.
2019. On the slide. Heel off the top of the block. Big swing in the middle and a kill by Crittenbrink, all even at 20.
Crittenbrink, again, playing strong up at the net. She's doing a great job getting in transition. She is always up.
And Diana Rose will take a timeout to talk about it with the Northwest Vikings. Boy, this has been a good one. Well, if you'd like a copy of tonight's game, it's available on DVD for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can order that by giving us a call at 800-868-1868 or go to the website at netnebraska.org/sports. But when you call, be sure to let us know what school or class that you're looking for when you call. We'd hate to have you call in and try to get this and get the D1 match. You wouldn't like that. So let us know. DVDs are $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can get it by calling that number. And of course, you're going to want a shot of that guy right there. He's dancing.
He's making his mom proud, his school proud.
Well, we've got him dancing on the DVD. So
it's easy. We're at $19.95.
And you got to have the flashing fan as well. Both of them. All even at 20. A little off pace there by Beeler, and Beeler with her 5th kill now.
You can see just a change of tempo. Tempos and zones. You tell your hitters, mix them up.
Vikings on top, 21-20. Rachel Purdy will serve. Overpass. And the Vikings up by 2.
Vikings just strong at the net, good high hands in their base defense. Those balls kind of just skimming around, popping around at the top of the tape. They were up and ready.
Purdy again. Ace! Rachel Purdy got the ace. Vikings by 3. And again, Corin Schuster will take a timeout. 23-20 Northwest, 2 away from tying this at 2 sets apiece. Well, November 29th on NET television, you might remember the scent of warm apple pie or cookies cooling on the counter. The smells, they whisk us to freshest memories with family and friends, and these fond memories are captured in NET Television's The Recipe Box. Cooks across Nebraska shared family favorites, and NET Television picked the best and traveled across the state to whip up homemade dishes and hear the stories that make them special. Tempt your taste buds with NET Television's The Recipe Box. That's Sunday night, November 29th at 7 Central on NET1 and NET HD. Vikings 2 away. Pushed outside. Wilson blocked. Wilson again pushes back. Outside. Good dig by Gregory. Zimmerman had to hustle after it.
Free ball.
Gregory pushes it over. Free ball. They'll go outside. Beeler can't get it down. Wilson right between the block.
Wilson, if she gets off, can drive to that ball. Watch, she comes in hard, pops it through that gap, gets that ball back in Gross' hands.
Tip on the slide. Try to go back in the middle, kept up. Lefty Jones, back line, got it.
Being a lefty, that's a great shot for her. She does a great job getting her shoulder right on that ball. And that deep corner we've seen all night, those corners are open.
Set point for the Vikings, 24-21, and what a comeback this would be. Tip down. Jones put it away. And the Northwest Vikings have come from behind and taken set number 4, 25-21. Captains will get together and we'll have a flip to determine which side we start on for set number 5, but we've got a race to 15 for the title.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job as an engineer for the Nebraska Public Power District is rewarding. My education and technical skills are used every day to help generate electricity for Nebraskans. And I feel good because I believe that what I do maintains the state's quality of life. NPPD is where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. Across Nebraska, the nation, and everywhere in between, U.S. Bank provides financial, trust, and investment services to individuals, large corporations, and small businesses. Wherever you go, whether it's in person, on the phone, or on the World Wide Web, you'll find U.S. Bank. You'll find more than 50,000 U.S. bankers, home of the 5-star service guarantee.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local performing arts and arts education with projects like Adventure Lead and our annual Arts Immersion Project. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Well, it's been a bit of an improbable comeback, but Northwest has done it after dropping sets 2 and 3 by a combined score of 50-22. They come back and win the fourth, 25-21. Let's see the stats through 4.
They were, after 3, they were definitely leaning to the Gross favor. You can still a lot of kills on the Gross side, 53-35 by the Vikings. So we look down and ace serves. Again, still Gross leading in the categories. Very even. set number 4.
Well, I want to remind you that this December, NET Television presents Sports in Society More Than Games. It's a roundtable discussion featuring national sports historians and authors discussing college spending, sports as a business, the influence of media, plus gender and race issues. You don't want to miss NET's production of Sports in Society More Than a Game. It's Thursday, December 16th, 9 Central on NET1. You can catch it in high def, as always, on NET HD. So we head to a deciding 5th, a race to 15, all even at 2 sets apiece. Kept alive by Northwest, free ball. Let's see what Gross does with it. Zimmerman pushes outside to Gregory. Got it. Nicole Gregory and Gross draws first blood in set 5. Gross on top. 1-0 here in the deciding 5th. It's a race to 15 points in a 5th game. Delich with the block. Blocked again. Delich and Zuha both there. Now Delich on the slide, block back, great job. Into the net, called on Gross. Point for the Vikings.
Again, getting out here strong is really important, playing very clean. Everything counts. So unforced errors, you can't have those. It's just too critical at this point. Got to be aggressive and go for it.
Big swing in the middle, Delich puts it down, her 12th kill.
She's just been unstoppable on that shot all night. She's in there quick, beats the block, reads the block, and knows where to go.
Well, we said this earlier in our another 5th setter, but you don't want to get down by 3 in a 5th set. So difficult, big swing. Shimmer got it, even at a 2.
It's really tough in general. You know, team gets a stretch of 3, but here it's such a short. It's so fast to get to 15. You got to stay within 1 or 2 points. Give yourself a chance.
Zimmer pushes outside to Wilson. Off the top of the block and then the antenna. Point to the Cougars.
Shimmer is there, but again, attack responds or rebounds off the block into the antenna.
(3-2) Cougars. Swing Zuha. Good coverage. Swung and long by Crittenbrink. All even at 3. I just realized who Emily Wilson reminds me of. Former Husker Jenny Kropp.
She does really look
not only from a look standpoint, but the way she plays, tall and lanky. Big approach, long arm swing. You saw the kill there by Emily Wilson. A lot like Jenny Kropp. She wasn't a bad one in Nebraska.
I was going to say, that's somebody to...
Flattering comparison, yes. So now Caitlin Tomasek, who had that great run back in set number 2, into serve. In the middle. It's a great job by Garrett to keep it up. Rolled it over, free ball, into the net.
Yeah.
Zimmerman too tight to the net, and the point goes to the Vikings.
Again, just again, a little aggressive, an unforced error there. Those will come back and get you. Got to just stay with it, stay organized here.
Pushes outside, Wilson again, off the side of the block.
Nice set by Zimmerman. Great comeback again. Push that ball nice and high. Again, gives Wilson a lot of reach up there. That's what you want. She's got that long arm. Let's use it.
Just wide by about a foot.
If Pat.
So all even at 5. Outside, right down the line. She got it again.
That bread and butter, that line shot. And the thing about her is she hits it so well. She's so clean and she keeps it so tight to that line. Excellent.
They've been challenging Gregory to make that shot, and she's been making it all night. Block back. Good up, way to keep it alive. Purdy will push it over. See where Zimmer goes. She tries it on 2, but it's wide. Even at 6, right idea, just execution needed to be a little better.
She got pushed a little bit closer to the antenna there, and so she was a little tighter than she thought. If she was in her normal setting position, she would have made that play.
All even at 6. Outside. Block back into the net, called on Northwest. Point to the Cougars. Back and forth. Now to serve for Gross. Zimmerman. Big block.
Great coverage.
Zuha was there. The coverage was even better. Zuha with the swing, rolls it over. Good up. They'll get a swing on it. Zimmerman pushes outside. Gregory.
She is dug this time.
We'll go right back to her. Gregory again off the top of the block and down.
But great adjustment. She took a little bit off the ball. The tempo of the ball changed. It impacted the block and the defense. Great shot. Great adjustment.
So the Cougars with a 2-point advantage in set number 5 at 8-6. And Diane Rose takes a timeout to chat it over. And NET Sports and Husker Volleyball are now online. Just log on to netnebraska.org/volleyball. There you'll find the complete broadcast schedule, as well as highlights of past matches and Husker Volleyball features. Again, that's netnebraska.org/volleyball, where you'll find more than just the game. So Gross on top 8-6 here in set number 5. First set went the way of Northwest. Second and third were taken by the Cougars. And the fourth, 25-21 Northwest. And so here we are in a 5th set. First team to 15 wins. It's 8-6 Cougars. Crucial point here for Northwest. Great tip. Great job of keeping it up. Taylor Johnson in the middle with the swing. Back to within 1.
Again, taking advantage of that easy ball coming back over. Really, Vikings were in position to take advantage of it.
Amber Reedy now to serve. 5'6" senior outside hitter. Zimmer quick in the middle. The left-handed kill by Delich. Delich saw the ball floating by her, swung with the left hand, picks up her 13th kill.
Here you get a chance to see that. Again, ball was past her and just sticks her left-handed, kind of a paw up there in that situation.
Off the block. Again, Taylor Johnson starting to take control here in set number 5. And now she'll trot to the bench. In comes Carney Keel. So up front is Shimmer and Keel, along with Beeler for Northwest. Outside Wilson, off the block and out. Wilson with the kill. Cougars by 2.
Wilson playing great. They're getting the ball to her in much better condition. She's getting up after that ball, and she's coming through.
Set back. And long. Just long off the block. Point goes to the Vikings.
Again, just a big, strong swing. The blockers were there, solid, reaching across just like you asked them to.
That was falling in slow motion.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody got quiet and
breath.
watched for it to fall. 10-9 out to Wilson. Back come the Vikings, all even at 10. Schuster wants a timeout. Well, what a great fifth set we've had. Battled back and forth. We talked about the importance of not getting down by 3, and as soon as Northwest falls down by 2, off the bench comes Diane Rose, calls the timeout. Her club goes back on the floor, pulls it back to within 10 apiece, and now a timeout by Schuster.
So these next points, again, whichever team can stay focused, can play the cleanest. The key is they both they need to stay aggressive. Whatever you do, don't back off. You haven't backed off to this point. That's what's gotten you to this point. Go for it.
Really has been an improbable comeback for Northwest. They look dead in the water, frankly, after set number 3. They had lost 25-7 and 25-15. Just literally been blown off the floor. They come back and win the 4th. And now here they are battling it right down to the end for the state championship in Class B. That's pushed to the back by Wilson.
Never say die.
Beeler with the kill. Beeler gives the Vikings a 1-point lead.
And this is what the state tournament is all about. Great matches, nobody quitting, leaving it all out on the floor.
Purdy now to serve. Outside, Wilson. Wilson again at the net. Battle back and forth. It falls on Gross's side. Point Vikings, 3 away from a title. Serve long, the adrenaline got there.
Yep, that's exactly right, adrenaline. A little exciting, take a breath.
12-11, and desperately in need of a point are the Gross Cougars. Thomasek to serve. Boy, good up. Left-handed Jones. Outside Wilson, they're going to him. Good up. Jones again, off the block, off the net, tooled the block, got the kill.
Emily Jones, that big left-handed swing up there, 2 away.
And a timeout again by Corin Schuster. Well, without question, it's 13-11 here in the 5th. We've had an exciting match the whole way, and you're going to want to see this match again, so be sure to pick up a DVD. They're $19.95 plus shipping and handling, and you can get a DVD by calling 800-868-1868. Preserve the memories in this match for years to come. Get it on DVD. You can pick it up also online at netnebraska.org/sports. If you call in at the 800 number, be sure to let us know what team or what class you're looking for. You're going to want to hold on to this DVD for years to come. 13-11 in the 5th. Northwest on top and serving, 2 away from a state championship. Their 3rd straight year into the title match and looking for the title this year. What an up. No block on her and right into the defender. Again, great job by Bachman in the back. Wilson, Bachman there again, but can't keep it up.
Kaylee Bachman was a defensive queen in the back row there, but Wilson then comes out on top.
On the slide. It's long, no touch call. We are even at 13. Keel had a good swing on it, had space, and sent it just a bit long. All even now at 13, and this time it's Diana Rose that wants to talk it over. Both coaches now have called 2 timeouts.
Yes.
We won't have another timeout here in the 5th.
So it's up to the young ladies now out on the floor as they can't call timeout, make a play. Both of them are talking to him, talking about finishing through. Take a deep breath, push. Leave it all out on the floor, ladies.
Both of these teams for the last 3 years have been frustrated by the Pius 10 Thunderbolts. They've overcome that challenge and now face each other. 3 straight years Northwest has been in the title game, and 3 straight years looking for a title. Omaha Gross eliminated in the semifinals in 07 and 08 by Pius, and in the finals in 2006. One of them will walk away a champion tonight. Jones off the top of the block, good up, outside. Right on the line, what a shot! Nicole Gregory again. The angle and the line gets the kill.
Here you can see again that cross court. She's been working the line. They've been giving it to her. Here she mixes it up, comes across.
Championship point, Omaha Gross. Win this, they win the title. They did it! Omaha Gross! Class B state champs! Schuster can hardly believe it. And the Gross fans are going crazy.
As they should be. Just a phenomenal game here. Set 5 down to the wire. 15-13, Gross on top.
They were champs back in 2005. They come back to Lincoln in 09 and take home another state championship trophy. Congratulations to the Gross Cougars, Class B state champs. When we come back, the trophy presentations, we'll hear from the champions. It's all coming up on NET Sports.
Hey, college doesn't just happen. There's a few things you need to do to find the school that's the right fit for you.
Yeah, like thinking about your career interests and then researching colleges that fit those interests.
And going to college fairs and talking with college representatives that visit your school.
And most importantly, you should visit the schools that interest you. After all, you wouldn't buy a pair of shoes without trying them on first, would you?
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says, hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Hello, I'm Jeff Beckman. If you enjoy sports action on NET, and if you want to see this excitement continue for many generations, consider making a gift to the NET Endowment Fund. NET is Nebraska sports, and your gift makes that possible.
Along with my partner, Adrian Fiala, I'm Kevin Kugler, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Kansas-Nebraska game with sports writer, Husker historian Mike Babcock.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
NET coverage of the 2009 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, committed to customer service through performance, products, and people. U.S. Bank, proud sponsor of the Nebraska School Activities Association, member FDIC. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, one less thing to worry about. And by Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. Well, they really don't get much better than that, and that's the championship trophy, and it goes to the Gross Cougars. They knock off Northwest in 5, 15-13 in a thrilling 5-setter. And for the trophy presentation, let's go down to our public address announcer, Steve Lemon.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is delighted to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members, Max Kroger from Ord, Dr. Bob Resnicek from Omaha Westside, and U.S. Bank Representative Jason Hill. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up, Northwest High School. Will head coach Diane Rose and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 2, Kayla Fayberg. Number 3, Amber Reedy. Number 4, Tori Weiland. Number 10, Haley McNeilis. Number 14, Emily Jones. Number 15, Tori Preisendorf. Number 16, Carney Keel. Number 17, Kaylee Buckman. Number 18, Michaela Schimmer. Number 19, Taylor Johnson. Number 20, Rachel Purdy. Number 21, Courtney Pattison. Number 25, Amelia Beeler. And number 30, Kyla Hebronic. All of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Northwest High School. And now to the champions. First, head coach Corinne Schuster, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 1, Emily Wilson. Number 4, Shelby Mullenzak. Number 5, Katie Zuhan. Number 6, Caitlin Tomasek. Number 8, Emily Gira. Number 9, Nicole Gregory. Number 10, Mary Dillich. Number 12, Kendall Crittenbrink. Number 14, Ellie Tarkey. And number 15, Megan Zimmerman. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2009 Class B State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Omaha Gross Catholic High School.
Well, Gross is your state champion in Class B. Congratulations to the Cougars. After 3 frustrating years of having very talented teams and coming down to Lincoln, they finally take home the hardware, the Class B state championship. for Corin Schuster and her club. So when we come back, we'll hear from the state champs. It's all coming up on NET Sports.
The 2009 season is here, and you can catch all the action both on and off the court on the Nebraska Volleyball Show. Join head coach John Cook as he breaks down highlights of every Husker game. Plus, meet this year's team with in-depth features you won't find anywhere else. You can catch it all on the Nebraska Volleyball Show.
Monday night at 7 Central Time on NET2.
There are more ways than ever to enjoy your favorite NET programming, all broadcast digitally. NET1 and NET HD provide locally produced specials and documentaries about the issues that are important to you. NET2 offers PBS World, a 24-hour digital channel showing locally produced and PBS documentaries. On NET's third digital channel, Create, advice on cooking, gardening, and home improvement. Visit netnebraska.org to find out how to see them in your area.
Along with my partner, Adrian Fiala, I'm Kevin Kugler, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Kansas-Nebraska game with sports writer and Husker historian Mike Babcock.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Hello, I'm Ron Hull, and I've been fortunate to travel to some amazing places in the world. And I have to say, the best part of those travels is the people I've met and the friends I've made along the way. This is an invitation to join me for 12 days in June 2010 on a personally guided tour through some of America's great national parks. We'll take in the majestic vistas of the Grand Canyon, Zion National Park, and Bryce Canyon. Experience the towering Wyoming peaks of the Grand Tetons and the spectacular geological wonders of Yellowstone. And it would be a great pleasure to show you my home, beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota, where we'll visit Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse Monument, Custer State Park. For details, visit our website or call this number. Don't miss this trip. Maybe some new friendships of a lifetime.
And we owe everything to these soldiers and our old men, but they were young and dashing.
So he does the only thing he can think of. He asked the townspeople of Neely to treat White Buffalo Girl, his daughter, as though she were one of theirs.
Nebraska Stories, showcasing our state and the people who call themselves Nebraskans.
Welcome back to the Nebraska Coliseum as the crowd slowly begins to clear out. Omaha Gross has won the state championship in Class B, and the champs are now with Amanda Gates backstage. Let's go to Amanda.
I am here with the state championship coach for our Class B, and it's from Omaha Gross. So congratulations, Coach. Thank you. So, Coach, tell me, what did you tell your team after that first set to help them stay composed and just get back on track to get this win tonight?
Well, it seems like this whole state tournament, the girls really had a tough time in their first game coming out of every match. And so it kind of seems like it took us one game every match to get into it. And after that first game we lost, I just said, hey, you know, we need to play our game. We need to start being more aggressive with our offense. We need to start passing better, going up for a purpose. And so, you know, the second game, obviously we started off serving and we got on a roll, and it seemed like nothing was going to get by us. So I think the girls finally got their momentum back.
Great. So now tell me, what does this win, this huge win, mean for you and your team?
Well, you know, this is my 5th year as the coach for Gross, and these group of girls, you know, we have one senior on the team that she's our libero, and she's just the heart of the team. She pretty much is a very passionate person who comes out every day, puts everything she has on the court, as well as our big junior class. We have 4 juniors that have been on the floor since they were freshmen, and so their experience that they bring and just being with those girls day in and day out through everything we went through this year as a team, you know what, all the hard work, all the tears, all the, the joys, it's finally paid off.
Great. Well, congratulations and have fun celebrating.
Thank you very much.
Now we will have number 10, Mary Delrich, come join us. Mary, yep. Congratulations on the win. You really came alive that second set with a huge ace, great kills, and some straight down blocks. So what was going through your head that first game, and what turned it around the second?
I really knew that I did take off my first game, and that I knew that I had to come back and do something for my team, and really give them something and dedicate to the team. And I know that people have their off games, but I tried to come back and get back in it.
You did a great job of that. So how special is this win in this Coliseum right now?
Amazing. It's an unbelievable feeling. I can't even describe it.
Great. Congratulations. Now we will have number 1, Emily Wilson, come join us. So Emily, you had some big kills tonight, and your team put together a great battle. So tell me, I saw you out there telling your team to just keep battling, keep battling. What